Because people like Ricky in my spot, you know, what we do in the city and all the artists and people that's trying to make it in Birmingham, we use you as an example. You know what I'm saying? We're Ruben, like, hey, these are people that made it in the city and we got to support our own because people got talent here. There's a lot of talent in the city.
But the thing is, you have to get outside the box. It ain't going to happen here.
Right.
You got to, it's a lot of talented people here. But if you're in acting, you got to go to Atlanta. If you're in music, you got to go to Atlanta. If you know, New York or LA, you got to go where it's at and then come back. You know, and make a difference. But you really have to get outside of the box because you can be. Now, let me say this right here. It ain't meant for everybody to be a national artist. If you're an artist and you love what you do it for the love of the art. I was okay with performing at the Cobblestone every weekend and getting up doing radio on the Buck Wild Morning Show every morning. I'm really okay with that. You know, because being a celebrity, being a national artist, and if you're a real genuine person like me, I don't like the fakeness and the phoniness and the red carpet and all the bourgeois. I don't go to. I've been in Atlanta 3 years. I've been to 3 events. Been out 3 times. I don't leave my apartment. I don't like all that fake stuff. I don't like it. When I say I don't like it, I'm just too real. You know, and I don't like fake, pretentious people. And that's what this business is. You know, I can deal with it, but I'm brutally honest. I'm about more honest than a wino. And a lot of people don't like me for it because I shut it down. I get people together real quick when they come with that ingenuineness and stuff. And I just tell you what I feel. And I don't like it, and I don't make no apology. I'm trying to tell you. You know, so they just kind of say, hey, man, you just stay at home then. You know? Yeah. But you know, I just like to go on stage and perform. I love doing radio because it's fun. I do it because it's fun, man. I mean, it really is fun. You reach so many people. But you just got to be outside of the box. Because the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is only the extra. You know, and I had to tell my, you know, I never get caught. I had to say, hey, man, the show really wasn't that funny today, man. We have to continue to do what got us here. You know, whatever, if something got you to right here, you got to continue to do that and then expand. You know, sometimes God be giving me vision stuff, come in my dreams. I be having all these ideas, and you have to get up. You write it down.
But Ricky, it's your old stuff that makes me go crazy, man. The dude, when you call the funeral home, I mean, it sounds so simple, but then you know, the old lady's voice, you say, Smith, and you know, everybody gonna have a Smith. I was dying.
That's stuff we've been doing since middle school. But we didn't have sense enough to record. We would call 911 before they had caller ID. And before they find out.
To call you back.
We would call 911 and send them like across the street and go sit on the porch. Like my neighbor, the old wind was on, I called my neighbor across the street. I told them that they had won some concert tickets. But they got 30 minutes to be at the radio station and go sit on the porch and watch my neighbor and his daddy run out the house and jump in the car and fly out.
So that was stuff you was just doing as a kid.
Yeah, we would have the phone book wide open, like spending at my cousin house. We would call people all night long, man. We would call funeral homes. I've been doing this all my life, man. So got 95.7, and I heard a good morning show, Mark and Brian on I-95. So they had the old wind, but it was some white boys in Birmingham. They famous now. They out there. They got a morning show in Los Angeles. Yeah, Mark and Brian, but they came from Birmingham.
That was like Rick and Bubba.
Yeah, but
Mark and Brian.
Beyond
Rick and Bubba.
Yeah, this a whole. You on the radio? You the #1 morning show in L.A. L.A. is market #2. Mark and Brian, I would listen to them every morning. And that's how I know all them soft rock songs. Because I would listen to them because they were doing bits. They was the first one to do prank phone calls. It wasn't me. Mark and Brian was the first one to do prank phone calls.
But you know, we got people that say, hey, you know, I started this, you know, because I heard it from Ricky Smiley. I started doing prank phone calls because Ricky Smiley hooked me on it.
I was the first one to do it on the black station. But them white boys were doing them prank phone calls, man. It was hilarious. So that's kind of like, I never met him. I would love to meet him. But, you know, just jumped in and I did Buck Wild Morning Show. But I just couldn't be a comedian on a radio show because I had too much to say other than jokes. Now, I can get serious. I can talk politics. I can talk religion. I can talk. I'm versatile in any area of any conversation. Like I be on Reverend Al Sharpton's show on MSNBC sometimes.
I didn't know that.
Politics Nation. Yeah, when they have a split screen, man, I can go toe to toe with any type of Republican pundit on any level of politics. I can tell you anything about the Senate, the Congress, government. I take meetings with the president. United States. You know, I've had 3 meetings since President Obama been in office, and
with Obama.
Yeah, with Obama. Yeah,
I got a picture. Yeah. Every time I talk, he pick up a pen and start writing. I get with that politics, man. You know, and I was brutally honest with him in a meeting one day. So after the meeting, he pulled me to the side. I thought he was, and I said, "Oh hell!" I really thought I had offended him. He said, "Rick, I really appreciate your honesty." He gave me Valerie Jarrett's number. That's his top aide, the white chick. And he said, "Whatever you need," he said, "you call Valerie Jarrett." He said, "We gotta make something happen," because I told him, I said, "Man, you're not looking like the people's president. You're being made out to look like an elitist." Right. And that's why your numbers are falling. I've been studying politics since I was a kid. I used to watch Gerald Ford when I was her age make speeches, and I don't know why I was so fascinated with the presidency of the United States.
Right. Because all that stuff was coming because you need all that to be a good announcer, be a good host. Right. You got to be versatile to do everything from jokes to talk about current events.
Right. And see, that's the thing, man. That's when people have respect for you because people think comedians are clowns.
Right.
You know, so when you funny on stage and then you can flip it and be pro civil rights and then break down and stand up for something, whether it's Gina Six or I got involved in civil rights when Bonita Carter got killed in 1979. White police officers shot her in the back on 10th Avenue. I was a kid. Wow. I was right there on the front lines in that march because when you joined the church, you had to join the NAACP.
Okay.
So with Reverend Abraham Wood, I had a chance to meet Ralph Abernathy and Dr. Joseph Lowry and Fred Shuttlesworth when I was a kid. You know, so civil rights was huge back in the early 70s.
Wow.
So and then Wynn was a big black radio station. They had it had a civil rights field owned by Dr. A.G. Gaffney. Right. So I grew up in that mentality where on Martin Luther King's birthday you cut your porch light on and everybody, all black people had their headlights on, but it was serious. Right. But people don't respect it like they used to. But I still got it in me.
That's what's
so
up.
when something jump off, man, I can go from funny and I can go straight.
Well, Rick, what's next for you then? You doing 60 Markets is big now. I mean, that is like I say, what's next? That's
I got a special coming out on BET in 2 weeks. Wow. That I recorded last October.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I remember that.
At the Atlanta Civic Center. DVD coming out. I got a gospel group called Joe Willie and the Deuteronomaires. So they put me in a fat suit and made me out to look like kind of like Professor Clump Dad. But we took real church songs and made them funny.
But you gotta get
I got the prosthetic makeup. It is hilarious. My cousin got tell Yogi to send you some copies.
Give me some songs, man. Give me some songs.
Bruh, we got one called Pray for Everybody Except the Tea Party because they don't like Obama. We got one called Whisper a Prayer where he's screaming through the whole song. Whisper a Prayer. Why don't you whisper? You ain't got to holler. Just put on the chase. You know how them Jackson songs, man. The CD is because nobody has tapped into the comedic market of comedy.
Right.
Like a makeshift, made-up gospel group. Nobody has done it. Right. And we're working on a sitcom with Ice Cube. I made appearances on Meet the Browns that haven't aired yet. I've done episodes of Are We There Yet? And Let's Stay Together. None of that stuff is aired. It's going to air next year. Okay. And they're working on the Ricky Smiley Show with Ice Cube and Matt Alvarez. We're trying to do that.
How you doing, man? The question
Hey, Rick, man, I appreciate you coming through, man.
My brother.
God bless you, man. Keep doing it,
I'll come on your show with you one more.
Please do. Anytime you get